Today has not started off great. We had a plan. We went to the bus station thinking there were buses to a town called El Naranjo, where we could hopefully get a taxi to a couple of different waterfalls up in that.
But I think we learned our lesson that you can't trust the website. Whatever they say, that's probably not true or not quite correct.
The website of the bus company had a lot of different times, all going to El Naranjo throughout the day.
When we got to the bus stop, it turned out there are no buses going from that bus stop. We weren't sure what the lady was saying because she was talking too fast to understand. It was like there are no buses or there are buses going from a different stop. We had no idea.
So it's always important to have a plan B, and we are now heading back into town because we've decided that we're going to go to one of the tour offices and book a tour to see these waterfalls we wanted to see today. Today we're just going to probably have a chill day, maybe explore Ciudad Valles a bit and probably just get a bit of work done. The tour provider we wanted to go to, the shop isn't open on a Sunday, so yeah, this day is just getting more and more difficult.
So we actually went back to the hotel, we booked a tour to see all these waterfalls we wanted to see this morning, and then we decided to treat ourselves with a nice coffee and some yummy food, so we went out.
As we were making our way to the cafe, we came onto another bus station, not the one where we went this morning, but one that was based more in the downtown area of the city. Lo and behold, there we found buses to the place we wanted to go this morning. So I think what the lady was trying to tell us this morning was that the buses don't go from that bus station, but they go from this bus station that we ended up at by accident.
Which we'll point out on the map because it's not even showing up on Google Maps.
A little bit of irony, but we're going to enjoy the tour that we've booked onto anyway, I'm sure. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow when we're going on the first of our tours.
Okay, so take two for the waterfalls of El Naranjo. We had good fun yesterday on a different tour, so we decided to do it that way. It's easier, they're gonna take us there, we don't need to think about buses or anything. Today we're going with a company called Huasteca Potosina, and again we will leave all the details down in the description below. Hopefully it won't feel rushed because yesterday was very calm and it was on the two of us and the tour, so we'll see what today brings really.
We soon met with our guide and realised that once again we'd be on a private tour for the day. The drive through the Huasteca to our first stop was gorgeous as we passed between endless fields of sugarcane with thick forested hills as a backdrop. Sugar is actually the region's main export and its main employer. There are 4 huge factories across the Huasteca that process the sugarcane, and the fields really do stretch for miles.
Eventually, after almost an hour and a half of driving, we made it to our first destination of the day and made our way down to the stunning waterfalls of Minas Viejas. Minas Viejas means old mines in English, and the main waterfall is about 50 meters high and falls into a pool of aqua blue water surrounded by lush green forest and gnarled tree roots. The park has a pretty chilled out atmosphere actually, where you can relax, swim in the surprisingly cold water underneath the waterfall, and even jump from one of the smaller waterfalls into the river below.
We reluctantly left the waterfalls of Minas Viejas behind, hopped in the car and drove another 20 minutes north to the town of El Naranjo. We stopped for a quick vegetarian Mexican lunch before continuing a little further north to a place called El Meco. Now, up until this point, we had been blown away by the colours of the water throughout our adventures in the Huasteca, but the water at El Meco took it to another level.
This was definitely the bluest and most pristine looking water we had ever seen. There is no other way to describe this place other than paradise on earth.
There's Kitty in the water.
I know, right? What are you making me do? Can't survive a day without getting wet.
No. So we're just chilling in the El Meco waterfall area, and this place is...
It's just like, I can't even describe it.
It's paradise on earth, honestly.
It is paradise. Like the color of the water is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. And we've been to some amazing places like Hawaii, the Caribbean. So we've been to some really, really paradise looking places before, but this is a level up, honestly.
It's just an incredible place to just come and relax and swim. You just feel like you have no worries in the world at all.
Then we got back into another colourful Panga and glided our way upstream to the 35-meter tall El Meco waterfall. Before being given another opportunity to jump into this beautiful blue water.
It's been an amazing tour really all around. Like the guide, even though he hasn't spoken much English, has just been really good, and we've kind of managed to communicate in some way.
It's good because we want to learn Spanish a bit more and want to understand, so basically he's giving us a free Spanish lesson.
There you go. There was only a couple of waterfalls here in the Huasteca Potosina that we wanted to see that we unfortunately couldn't. Overall, we've seen...
I think we've seen some amazing places here, and we're just so happy that we feel like we're the only tourists here, like the only foreign tourists. There are lots of Mexican tourists coming here, but we're kind of the only ones probably from Europe at the moment.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, our stay in Ciudad Valles is coming to an end, but we're not done with the Huasteca Potosina yet.
Yes.
Now tomorrow we are heading down to Xilitla, which is another town a little bit further south of Valles, and there is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, and we've got a few things planned for that area. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next adventure here.
Bye.
Bye.